What fire springs forth?
What bile?
A bile does bubble.
The black moon
The black moon
swings.
swings.
And the sky.
And the sky
stirs
stirs trouble. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
By
violent
violent ends, we kill
We
the
kill the
light.
light.
Through the shadows.
Madness
Madness beckons.
Weird
at night.
Freed from the shackles of time and space, we present Weird at Night!
What's up, everybody? It's your band, The Big O. I want to encourage you to tune in to Weird at Night right here on Converge Media every Saturday at 10 p.m.
Well, hello there, Weird at Night. This is Blazing Space. Not that cruel imitator Space Cactus. This is the real, one and only Blazing Space. Coming at you right now in 2022 on the 218th episode of Weird at Night Retrospective. And you know, I'm down here at the water having this beautiful moment. Just
trying to find some balance.
And that's what we talked about a lot on Weird at Night, you know, the balance of art and life, the balance of fear and courage, you know, the ridiculous and the mundane, you know, the sane and the insane. We try to play with all these different concepts on Weird at Night. And really, I think it's important for us just to take an episode to look back at some of the amazing art that we've shared, some of the amazing art that we've created, and some fun moments that we maybe forgot about. This episode is going to be led with clips running throughout it of Monster Planet and artwork by Naomi Jean Cooper, Hall of Whatever Superstar. So make sure whenever Monster Planet's on the screen that you look at that bottom third and you remember that information, because Naomi is the guest artist at Monster Planet Art Walk on October 7th. And we want to all show up in person in Seattle and show a huge loving support for Naomi. Now, you might notice my shirt is asking for Alex F&B to moderate me. And I bring that up because spammers, distractors, don't even try it. The chat is a place of love and sharing. And Patrick and I are live in the chat tonight. So just like every episode of Weird at Night where we connect live, we are doing that right now in the chat. Please feel free to share your strange ideas and communicate with us, and with us enjoy this goddamn wonderful recap, retrospective, whatever you want to call it, some sort of glorious hour returning to where we've been before and where we're going next. Love you all. Attack with love.
Having fun together makes a party. This means both hosts and guests.
New signs, advertisement of what I should be. Blue shrine, analyzing the sudden mood swings, depicting life. Eyesight on true things, lose rings. Commitment fell to the shoestrings. Life is all about the triumph, and I'll never break or fall. You gotta buy something, so not for sale. You wanna try frontin', wanna stand my ground, you gon' die running. I've never been in fear of that. Where'd you hear it at? I'ma face it like a bureaucrat. Where's the silver lining in the mirror crack? How's a hero act when everyone's offended ass? Me to tellin', preach what you sellin', creep through the bullshit, reach a connection, seeking a difference. If we do the sections, be frozen in time, find a divider.
Hello, Trouble. I know you're still out there. Perhaps I need to come find you. Remind you who I am.
Empty promises lead to broken dreams. Try not to risk what's obvious in chosen schemes. These atrocious beings hold you by beliefs. Trauma all passed on in your frozen speeches. We was all gripping tight, but I chose to reach. Had to risk a fall in the murky deep. Had to piss them off with the firmest drink. Stiff liquor, it get bitter when I burn a shrink. You don't know what you don't know till it's thrown at you. Smash through, tackle tough times, don't get rattled. Stop trying to figure, cause the number's something we made to try and define what's hiding in the shadows. Like how, when it's cracking, it pops and it crackles. All namesake resemblance, behold the shackles. Mary, Mary, Bloody Mary, yeah, I need a chapel. Keep the flow cosmic crispy, I need an apple. Gossip risky, why you need to tattle. Coughing sickly, why I need to bleed to see the saddle. Why I need to be the reason I don't even battle. Picking words out of letters like I need to scrabble. Tipping first and feeling better about relieving hassle. It's the cheapest castle on horizon, time to channel. Lost spirit, fallen self-esteem, release the chattel. Slavery about to be the reason we ain't been unique in neither.
Correspondence. As above, so below. As below, so above. The Kybalion. This principle embodies the truth that there is always a correspondence between the laws and phenomena of the various planes of being and life. The old Hermetic axiom ran in these words: as above, so below. As below, so above. And the grasping of this principle gives one the means of solving many a dark paradox and hidden secret of nature.
Hey guys. Hey Mrs. Talbot. How'd it go, Joe?
With the time machine, well, what is it? What does it look like? What should it look like?
You don't need a machine to travel to exciting places. After all, who needs horsepower when you've got brain power? Books can take you anywhere, so open one up to start your journey.
Instrumental.
Hello, and welcome to Instrumental, a segment where I write microfiction for music that has no lyrics. Such as the song Ghost, off of the 2012 album Ask the Dust by American producer Lorne. Let us begin. A flock of pinwheels hanging from the ceiling, glittering in the flashlight beam. Many windmills nailed to the wall, sideways mobiles dangling like broken fingers, hamster wheels big enough to fit dogs. Alone in the house of a dead scientist, dead before time that never came, specialized in kinetic energy, conservation of motion, had a fascination with rage, the kind of anger that could power a lighthouse. Read all the material on the most famous mass murderers and serial killers, and started trying to contact them directly, through expressly non-scientific means. Started talking like them, started trying to impress them. Imitation, flattery, all that. Neighbors said he was quiet, unassuming, shaped like a gray fire hydrant, a squat mailbox with a hatch locked. Talked about him after the incident like a nuclear warhead the government had unearthed from their front yard, buried next to the Pachysandra patch. They didn't get him for the murders. A man from the electric company came to collect out his outstanding electric bill, an impressive amount that he had refused to pay. Came through the unlocked front door and found him in the basement, smile singed onto his face, severed heads perched on the armrests of his leather chair, each hand stroking their hair the way you would pet a beloved cat. Jumper cables clamped under both middle fingers. The autopsy showed that the power had been cut a week before he died. Name all the serial killers that turned themselves in. Name one. The tremors in an atypical brain on a frequency too low for others to hear, the most renewable resource. Give yourself a long enough timeline and kill all the ghosts that have ever lived. Swallow their spirit like an expanding sun. Store enough collected energy within yourself so that you can twitch your finger and blow a hole through a brick wall. No, I'm not going to flick the light switch. You can do it yourself. Or we can sit here in the dark until the flashlight batteries run out, waiting for some sort of contact. Rub our feet against the carpet until our hair stands on end and we can talk to the dead. Or maybe light a candle. Sit and watch the flickering of an orange firefly with no stars to look up at. No concept of how big the universe is. No idea that it should be scared of what it can't see. Thank you for listening.
Plan for refreshments and entertainment. Then, practice to be a skillful host. Make sure the party is fun for everyone. And when you're invited to a party, practice the skills of a good guest.
Be on time, ready for fun. Take part in the party. Help everyone around you to have a good time.
Oh, they're swell. But what's this about me being the guest of honor?
Oh, that's Gene's way of keeping you quiet.
The trial of Daughtone concluded in epic fashion. It's a good thing brave journalists like myself and Trey Holiday were on the scene to report. It was finally revealed what the Spectacle Bear's deal with the devil was. The bear made a deal with Dante to save Daughtene's life, and in exchange, Dante got to take Daughtone back to hell. Then Mandy Ravage made a deal with the devil to solve global warming, and we are just now learning the consequences from that deal. An earthquake has shook Noirland to its core, and now doppelgangers are appearing in the Waterverse. We met Dr. Vince Violin, doppelganger to Mandy Ravage, formerly Mandolin Ravage. And we also met the Monocle Bear, a new magical bear in the Waterverse who is visible at all times, and it seems to be able to speak and communicate. For more information about this, we reached out to the Spectacle Bear for comment, but heard nothing back. We did, however, receive this leaked video from a private social media account called Space Cactus, where it appears the Spectacle Bear is spending time with Blazin' Space. Our inquiries have led us to more questions than answers. What are the Monocle Bear's intentions? Is it better to trust a doctor or a scientist? What new doppelgangers will appear in the Waterverse? Stay tuned, weirdos.
Yeah, I think it's funny then because we're here and we can see where it's headed and going, that's not going to work out well for you. I know you think now that this is brilliant juice.
It's time for me to leave the game because psychologically I can't accept it.
Mayor, we have the FBI on the line, and our forensics team is coming up with nothing.
We don't need forensics. I know who's behind it. The one common thread between these hackers, a 5-year-old video, the escaped militant Sierra and her accomplices, the return of Gab.
Wait, Gab, like, fuck your girlfriend, Gab? She's playing at the saloon today.
Get the deputy sheriff, The National Guard, everyone go there now. We will apprehend this Gab. She will rue the day that she returned to Seattle.
So should we open Black is Dead? Yeah, this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be great.
Oh, if it isn't the famous Gab. We did you the honors of cutting up your quarter-inch cables. You'll sound better anyway. By the way, cute masks.
Buzz off, bit vicious.
As if, when we were the competition, she did the exact same thing.
You're right. I did some sideways shit in the past. I was a complete bitch, and I'm sorry. But we're still gonna show your asses up, so. This is for you, Black.
You mean Bass?
No, I mean Black.
This is Bass.
He never came back from me either. You aren't safe here. This is a man-made disease, and death is the contagion. There's no stopping the spread, and there's no happy ending. The death heads are coming.
Heartless, heated, my energy depleted. Holding heavy, about to break the levee. Pressure building, I can't escape the feeling that escape ain't really free and escapades ain't really cheap. Bottles broken, how else do they get open? Cautious strangers are suddenly the danger. Tortured glances, maybe missed romances, but what are the chances they'll survive? Oh, what are the chances that they'll survive the virus? Can you feel it creeping in? The virus felt beneath your skin. Can you feel it creeping in? The virus felt beneath your skin. Can you feel it creeping in? The virus felt beneath your skin. Can you feel it creeping in? The virus felt beneath your skin. Can you feel it creeping in? The virus felt beneath your skin. Can you feel it creeping in? The virus felt beneath your skin. Can you feel it creeping in? The virus felt beneath your skin. Can you feel it creeping in? The virus felt beneath your skin. Can you feel it creeping in? 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 Can you feel it, feel it, feel it all?
What role does ego play in all this?
Ego's everything. Ego's a part of determination. If you don't have ego, you can't have a sense of determination to achieve.
How big is your ego?
It's big.
It strikes me that everything is so confessional now. And of course, only the greatest artists could make the confessional true. Because once it becomes public, there's, by definition, an element of falsity.
Well, of course I know all the wonderful achievements of the 9000 series, but are you certain there's never been any case of even the most insignificant computer error?
None whatsoever, Frank.
Quite honestly, I wouldn't worry myself about that.
Well, I'm sure you're right, Hal. Fine.
That's all that I can be. That's all that I can. With all of the pain and all of the passion and all of the fire, all of the fire in my belly. Whatever I want. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
And no one has a right to try to tell another human being whom he or she can or should love.
But when you wrote Giovanni's Room a long time ago, that was quite a brave book to bring out, wasn't it? It was about love, but it was about homosexual love, but it was about love. But you deliberately put in homosexual love, presumably.
Well, the boy is in the middle. It's not so much about it's not about homosexuality at all. It's about what happens to you if you can't love anybody. It doesn't make any difference whether you can't love a woman, can't love a man. If you can't love anybody, you're dangerous. Because you have no way of learning humility. No way of learning that other people suffer. And no way of learning how to use your suffering and theirs to get from one place to another. In short, you fail a human responsibility, which is to love each other.
And when we're all lost, what do? And our route across the great Southwest, starting with Phoenix, Arizona.
And this is the interesting thing about the whole thing.
I'm Private Shoe Detective Steve Germany. I've got more than a dozen days on the job and I've seen a lot. Nikes, Adidas, New Balance, even goddamn British Knights. Every shoe has a story. This is one of them. It happened quick, like a flash, like an atom bomb of ankles and a lifetime of regrets. She was there, staring through the glass doors, because I needed a lot of alone time. She had been knocking for a solid 3 minutes by the time I pulled my suspenders on and answered the door. I was playing Animal Crossing. It was awesome. My island is so lit. Oh, okay. She walked in, lit a cigarette, which set off the smoke detector and sprinkler. It was more than annoying. 45 minutes later, they let us back in the building. She looked distraught. I thought it might have been because her makeup was smeared from the sprinklers. Then I saw it. A shoeless foot. She was a runner. One of those wants to live healthily for as long as possible types with a vegan purse. Great. I knew I had my hands full. I asked her what kind of shoe she had lost. LA Gear. God damn it. Not again. Not again! The memories of the case I couldn't crack came flooding back. I was right back there again. The untied LA Gear high tops dangling from the phone lines. Me with like a really long stick, not being able to reach them. No. Never again. In an instant, I shot up from my chair. I'll find your shoe, lady, I probably said. Where do you remember last seeing it, I asked. She couldn't remember. Was it at your house? I inquired. Yes, she said. We drove separately to the scene. She seemed a bit distressed at my aroma, but when you're always on, a shower is a gift you can't always open. We arrived at the scene. She let me into her home. The floral print wallpaper said cat lady, but the rowing machine said I shouldn't mouth off. We went to her shoe closet. She showed me the rack where the shoes once lay. I asked her if she'd gone running this morning. She hadn't. That's when she noticed the missing shoe. I asked her where else in the house she looked. Nowhere, she said. Then it hit me like a ton of bricks. The answer had been laughing in my face the whole time. I asked if she ever used the bathroom in her house. She said she had, that morning in fact. We raced to the spot, every second a heartbeat, every step a voyage to discovery. The bathroom door was in sight. As I made my way toward it, I tripped. A private dick indeed. As I got up to vent my rage at the indecency of this fall, I reached for the source of the trippery. There, in my hand, as I screamed at it like a gorilla, was the dumb lady's LA Gear high top. The very thing that tripped me was the answer to this fairly straightforward riddle. She jumped into the air with joy at the sight of her lost possession. She took it from me, asked me not to stand so close, and returned the shoe to her foot. My name is Steve Germany. I'm a dick, a private dick. I just find answers. I don't know why they exist, but there's always a victim, and those victims have stories. Be they Converse, Fila, Puma, or Reebok. I'm the one who tells them.
Hey everybody, it's me, Don from Don's Long Gone Lawns. I take acid and play with knives. Got a lawn too far gone.
Ron here, from Lawn Zone by Ron. Here to remind you that rent is due. And no, it's not payable in acid.
You give yourself to
Am I coming? No, actually, I'm going. Thank you. Say hi to your mother.
It's a new thing. It's a fun thing. It's a swing wing.
It's a what?
It's a swing wing. It's a wing wing. A brand new transparent fun thing.
It's a what?
It's a swing wing. A fun thing. And now it's your favorite store thing.
It's a what?
Hey! You got my order wrong! I ordered double bandages!
More bandages!
I'm on it!
We interrupt this commercial to bring you a special announcement from this station's sponsor, Shitty's Pizza. Shitty's, the hospital is right next door. Use promo code WhyGodDoWeSuffer and receive a free depuing today. Shitty's would like to apologize to any of the viewers who wrote letters, or tweeted, or emailed, or Instagrammed after the corporate summit to sign the trash agreement between the Trash Force and the Space Raccoons. We are contractually obligated to state that Shitty's Pizza does not condone murder or kidnapping. Shitty's Pizza stands in solidarity with the victim of last week's summit, Frank. The hashtag RIP Frank was trending all week, and in close second, release the gizmo emoji, and in third, cancel Shitty's. Shitty's Pizza stands in solidarity with the RIP Frank movement, and will no longer be sponsoring events at Hotel Don Giro. This week, you can use the promo code FRANK to receive 3 complimentary Band-Aids on each breadstick. Shitty's would also like me to tell you that they are a fucking family company, and this shit doesn't fly on their watch. It sinks. Shitty's, the hospital is right next door. We now return you to your regularly scheduled brainwashing programming.
Fun thing. It's a swing wing. A wing thing. A brand new transparent fun thing. It's a swing wing. A new thing. It's a swing wing.
Get Swing Wing, made by Transagram, where the fun comes from. It's a Swing Wing.
It's a what?
That's not as silly as it seems. Getting you to think for yourself is the biggest trick of all.
Find the book you can't read.
Perhaps I need to come find you. Remind you who I am.
You've been watching Weird at Night, featuring Patrick Galactic, the hostess with the mostest. Not only an incredible music performer, but also hosted 132 episodes of Weird at Night. Has not missed a single episode since October of 2020. Also tonight, art. More of it. I'm sure there'll be a music video or Terry Monstrosity or Not For Sale or something. The usual cast of characters. Plus, we see what Blazing Space is up to. You may remember, Blazing Space used to be a correspondent for Patrick Galactic from their hot tub or their backyard. They might read a book or smoke a joint or talk about a comic book. But genuinely, Blazing Space was about lowering the bar to make sure everyone knew they could contribute any selfie video to Weird at Night and be accepted. But then Blazing Space got greedy, and Blazing Space fucked with the album Vortex. And then Blazing Space fought back against Finecore and was edited from saying love for months. But in the end, they got their segments back. And what did they do? They started interacting with Steve Germany, which eventually got them tricked into living in New Orleans. And there, Blazing Space learned of the true ruler of the entire Waterverse, the Queen of Everything. Shortly after this, Blazing Space gathered a crew of strange characters, and they went to this weird castle and pitched to the Queen their escape plan, and of course, the Queen captured them and sent Blazing Space to the Chamber of Self-Discovery. Now you may be wondering, oh wow, that was 6 months ago! Blazing Space couldn't possibly still be in the Chamber of Self-Discovery, but you would be wrong! Because Blazing Space tried to take over a cult, an evil death cult, against the Space Raccoons. They forged a fight against the leader of said cult, and that led them to being banished back to the Chamber of Self-Discovery, where they met themselves, and yet not themselves. There was a book on tape, and Nina Wasankari read some beautiful poetry.
O child of noble family, listen without distraction. Do not be afraid. O child of noble family, listen without distraction. O child of noble family, listen.
What is up in this Tibetan Book of the Dead meets the Kabbalion meets some Alan Watts shit, existential dread shit? What is really to become of this universe? Will Blazing Space ever make it out of the Chamber of Self-Discovery? Will we see another epic conclusion, similar to last time where they spring out of the hot tub? No! There will be no epic conclusion. Because leaving the Chamber of Self-Discovery, becoming one's true self, that's always an option.
So once you see that you just don't have a prayer, and it's all washed up, and that you will vanish and leave not a rack behind, and you really get with that, suddenly you find you have the power, this enormous access of energy. But it's not power that came to you because you grabbed it. It came in entirely the opposite way. The power that comes to you in that opposite way is power with which you can be trusted.
She lives on the astral plane. Nobody knows her name. Nobody feels her pain. Dark shade on the burning sand. Drinks from a helping hand. Melts at her own command. She never gave up the ghost. Never held out for hope. Never drank in the night. Slipped through her hands. Whispers goodbye. Fades out again. She lives on the astral plane. Nobody knows her name. Nobody feels her pain. Dark shade on the burning sand. Shrinks from a helping hand. Melts at her own command. She never gave up the ghost. Never held out for hope. Never drank in the night. Slips through her hands. Whispers goodbye. Fades out again.
Pretty epic, right? You caused quite a beautiful vibration here on Weird at Night. And I just want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in every single time you have, and for being here tonight. It would not have been the same without you. Now, we usually end the episode in an auto-write, where Patrick will read the auto-write aloud. Now, we're not live on screen, but we are live in the chat. So what I'd like to do is to still end the show with an auto-write segment. And what we'll do is we'll all clear our minds. I'm going to count down from 10, and when I get to 0, start writing in the chat. Just whatever comes to your mind. Don't edit, don't spell correct. And when I say stop, we'll all hit enter and put our auto-writes into the chat, and we'll all see what beautiful new creative ideas our unconsciousness is always working on. So, let's auto-write, babies. 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Auto ray. Enter your auto rights into the chat. Let's all see what we've been thinking about. Thank you so much for being a part of Weird at Night, for being a part of this 218th retrospective episode. Tune in next Saturday night at 10 p.m. And if you'd like to join our Discord chat after the show, we're dropping links to that in the chat right now. Art is the antidote. I love you all. Attack with love. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. This concludes Side A. Please flip the tape over to hear Side B.
Can't be about politics. The red, white, and blue, well, they all are the same thing. It can't be about your religion. We're all children of God, even if you think different. It can't be about where you're from. But we all deserve a chance in the land of freedom. Said that I'll keep on trying to show the world and to show you that there's no need for fighting. So what would love do now? And what would love do now? No, can't be about the policeman. 'Cause under that armor is a woman and is a man. No, can't be about the color of my skin. Brown, black, or white, yeah, we all bleed the same red. Said that I'll keep on trying to show the world and to show you that there's no need for fighting. So what would love do now? Just ask yourself, now tell me, what would love do now? Well, I just wanna know, well, what would love do now? I'm singing, oh, and what would love do now? Yeah, and what would love do now? Said that I'll keep on trying to show the world and to show you that there's no need for fighting. So what would love do now? Well, I just want to know, well, what would love do now? You better ask yourself, now tell me, what would love do now? Well, I just want to know, what would love do now, now? Let me tell you, what would love do? Love would lend a helping hand. Love would see that we are all human. Love is gonna bring us all the healings. Love can move any of the mountains. Love, well, is a catalyst for change. Love is gonna stop all the pain. Love is gonna open your heart. Love is who you really are. Love holds people over profit. Love is the only way we can stop it. Love is accountability. Love is my life and my liberty. Love which shines a light in the darkness. Love is my patience and my kindness. Love is gonna open your heart. Love is who you really are. Thank you, guys.
You're weird at night. It's for love that you fight. But sometimes you just ain't right. You're weird at night. You're weird. Night after night, weird at night.
Feeling strange outside the norm, a parallel universe torn, the ordinary gives you a fright. So let's be weird, weird at night.
You're weird at night, so weird at night. Thanks for being so weird at night. Night after night. Weird at night.
kind of lost, all and alone. But fuck, look how you've grown. It's kismet, you give love, you give light. Just being weird at night.
You're weird at night. So weird at night. Thanks for being so weird at night. Night after night. Weird at night.
As above, so below. As below, so above. Wherever you go, there you are. Wherever you go, there you are.
Wherever you go, there you are.